First question we have is from Brett. Please go ahead, Brett.
Martin, you come close this year with the win, but just couldn't seal a deal. What are some things as a driver do you do to adjust to have a better chance at winning races?
Well, that's a good question, and I'm to be honest with you, we look at everything. Everything that I could do different as a driver, everything we could do different as a team, and just try to be better prepared for the next time we're in a situation. To try to hopefully make better decisions. Now, obviously, some of it comes down to just pure rotten luck. Cautions, the way they fall, and things like that can kind of dictate how those things go. And I feel like for us this year, we've probably gave away a race or two by not making the right decision. But there is times also when you make a decision and the circumstances just don't play out the way they need to for you. So. I think that we'll just keep trying hard, and our cars have been fast enough all year to win races, and we just need to get a little bit of luck on our side and keep doing what we've been doing and hopefully close the deal soon.
Next question is from Dwight. Dwight, go ahead.
Yes, thank you. Martin, as far as your team goes, you mentioned your team. Obviously, Clint Boyer's a little bit closer to get the big prize there, yeah. Being 26 points behind. But neither one of you guys are rookies to the chase. And could you kind of talk about what it's like to have some experience, and then you got a different partner in there going into the chase this time than perhaps you've ever had?
Yeah, I think that definitely with this being my second one, I feel like I've got a little bit. I had a little bit better idea of what to expect going in, but it's been quite a few years since the first time I was in the chase, and things have changed a lot. Certainly the competition level now is even higher than it was then, and as we see the guys that are leading the championship right now, you really have to be almost perfect, and you can't afford to have a bad race. And so we've had two bad races, probably two of our worst races of the whole year have come in the chase. So that's been kind of disappointing with the season we've had. But it's one of those things where momentum's a big thing, and you need to be able to be good on all different types of racetracks. Obviously, two of our worst tracks this year have been two that are in the chase. So that's certainly not what we wanted. But I think we've learned a lot as a team this year about how to be better prepared for next year going in. If we can be fortunate enough to get in the chase and have a little bit better idea of what we need to do to make sure we don't have those bad races again.
Odessa, do we have additional questions? We do. Next question comes from Brad. Brad, please go ahead.
Martin, talking about Texas Motor Speedway, when you look at your history at this track, you've got the two poles, you've had a lot of top 10 finishes. In fact, except for a couple of wrecks, every finish you've had at Texas with MWR has been in the top 10. What is it about Texas that you might like, you might dislike? I guess where does this sort of rank for you on the schedule?
Well, it definitely ranks right up near the top. Texas is a great racetrack. It's a place I really enjoy going to, and a lot of things about the racetrack that I like. First, I think is just the all-out speed. I love tracks where you can really get in the gas and stay in it through the corner, and but the place has got some character. It's not only just a fast mile and a half with a lot of banking. It's got a lot of character. The asphalt's wore out. It's got a lot of bumps in it. So a lot of really cool things about that racetrack. The way that the track flattens out off of turn 2 and you lose the banking coming out on the straightaway. Very difficult to get your car handling good there. So the speed and the track surface and all the bumps, there's so many things that are challenging to the racetrack there, and along with the speed, it's a place that's very enjoyable to drive on for me.
Next question comes from Jason. Jason, please go ahead.
Hey, Martin, I see you've been tweeting about your foundation helping with relief efforts for the hurricane. How much has your hometown been on your mind this week, and how's your family doing back home?
Yeah, well, absolutely. Thanks for the question. It's definitely been a tough few days for all the folks in that area. Fortunately, my family, everybody's safe, everybody's doing well. still without power, and obviously I think they're all huddled up over at my sister's house right now, playing some board games with candlelight or something. But everybody's doing good, and obviously we're happy for that. And there's been a lot of devastation in the area, a lot of flooding, a lot of trees down, no power, like I said, and obviously we don't know exactly how bad everything is yet until the rest of the storm passes and they can kind of go see how it's all going. But we know there's a lot of houses that have been flooded, and a lot of bad things have happened. So it's one of those things where we're glad to be able to help. We're putting together efforts today to try to help with some relief, and folks can go to our website at martintruexjrfoundation.org, and there's a donate now button on there, and they can donate to help some relief efforts. So we're very proud to be able to do that, and hopefully the NASCAR fans always step up and help when there's people in need, and I'm sure this time will be no different. So I want to thank all those folks in advance for that, and hopefully we can just do our part to try to get things back to normal.
Our next question comes from Mark. Mark, please go ahead.
Yes, Martin. Is it still mind-boggling to you that you have two cars in the chase, and teams such as RCR and Joe Gibbs and Stuart Haas only have one?
Well, I mean, I don't think it's mind-boggling at all. I think that this is something that we had planned all season. Obviously, every team goes into the season planning on doing this, but I felt very strongly after last year how we ended the season. With the cars that we were building, with the job that my team was doing, and the other teams, in our organization, and with bringing in all the guys we did this off season, I really felt good about the opportunity to be able to do that. I think it's a great accomplishment for us when you do say, there's one Gibbs car, there's one Childress car, and there's two MWR cars. That means a lot, and all the people at the shop, they see that, and it makes them proud. So. Just a lot of hard work, and we couldn't be more proud of what we've been able to do. And now we've got Clint still in the hunt to he's still got a chance to win this thing. So definitely been a good season for us, and something we're very, very proud of.
Next question comes from John. John, please go ahead.
Yes, Martin, did you discover anything specific about yourself or the team that gives you more confidence going forward?
Well, I think, yeah, absolutely. And I think that, that all stems back to last year and the things that we were able to do to turn our season around last year and get prepared for a season like we've had this year. I think it was the Texas race in the spring of last year when Michael Waltrip came to me and said, Martin, I know you're trying, I know you're doing the best you can, and I know our cars aren't where they need to be right now, but I promise you I'm going to fix it. And that was really, kind of a turning point for the whole company, was Michael doing that. And then he started making some changes in the team and the way we were doing things and building race cars, and we leaned a lot more heavily on Toyota Racing Development to help us, kind of lead us in the right direction. And for me, that's what gave me confidence, to know that Michael and the team believed in me 100%, and they were going to make things work. And ever since that, since we started bringing out the new cars and all the new things that we were doing, things just started to click. It started clicking with my crew chief, Chad Johnston, and I. Started clicking with everybody inside the organization, and since then we've just been full steam ahead. So it definitely goes back to last year.
One last question. This is from Brad. Brad, please go ahead.
Martin, to sort of follow up on that, you guys started the season with a handful of new drivers, new crew chiefs, a new competition director. I mean, there was a lot of things that changed at MWR really in the last 12 months. What is it about all of those things? How did all of those things, I guess, come together, at least the way you see it, to make the team successful?
Yeah, I think that, obviously you could never bring in that many new different people and expect the results we got, but I think that the guys, did a great job, obviously, of choosing the right people, putting them in the right places. And I think, again, it goes back to starting with a solid foundation. What Rob and Michael have built at MWR and lured those guys to come over there and see the potential in the race team. That's what got it all started. So you know, they did all the tough work and made, you know, made all this possible for all of us, and so it's just been fun to be part of that. But you know, who would have ever thought, you know, 11, 12 months ago we'd be sitting here today, you know, talking about what a great season we've had. So definitely kudos to all the team and all the hard work that's gone into it, and you know, it definitely starts at the top, and those guys have done a phenomenal job.